Welcome to Kits Rock Review, coming to you from the Kits Rock Review studios here in lovely upstate New York. And this is week, believe it or not, number 20. So for all you little kids, that's 10 plus 10. Week 20 of Kits' music collection, my music collection, A to Z. And as we've been doing for almost half a year, we're going through my music collection in alphabetical order by artist. And this week, we are going to finish the letter P and the letter Q. I only have one artist that starts with the letter Q. And then we're going to start the letter R. R. Almost sound like a pirate there, don't I? Anyway, it's going to be a bit of an eclectic week, too. We got a supergroup. We got some progressive rock. We got a tribute band. We got some punk rock. Some more progressive rock. And a little alternative rock. No, not little, but we got some alternative rock. So, why don't we get started and let me show you what I'm going to be putting up, or who I'm going to be putting up music from this week. Okay, later today, I'm going to start by putting up a video from this band called Puss N Boots. Most people probably don't know who these ladies are, but right here, this is a supergroup. I saw these guys open for Neil Young and Promise of the Real during the Monsanto Years tour. But this is Norah Jones. You've probably heard of her. This is Catherine Popper. She was in Grace Potter and the Nocturnals. And this is Sasha Dobson. She's a jazz singer. And they have a supergroup called Puss N Boots. And they all try to play different instruments in this band. So Norah Jones is primarily a keyboard player. In this band, she plays guitar. Sasha Dobson is a jazz singer. She plays drums in this band, does some singing too. Catherine Popper is primarily known as a bass player. In this band, she plays steel guitar. So, I saw them open for Neil Young. They're pretty good, so I ended up buying their CD. I think they have another EP out now and another full-length record. But later today on Saturday, I'm going to put one of the songs from this album up on the internet. And that ends the letter P for us. Now we're going to move on to the only artist I have that begins with the letter Q. And you probably know who they are. Good old Queen here. I have a bunch of Queen CDs, but this one, A Kind of Magic, it's sort of a soundtrack to the original Highlander film. And so something off this is going to be put up on Kits Rock Review this week. And I recently discovered my oldest niece has gotten into Queen because a lot of their music is featured on this show she watches. And then I asked her what she has or what music, and she just said she just streams it all. Gonna have to educate her somehow in the beauty of music from a physical format. But anyway, sometime on Sunday, you'll hear from Queen. As I said, we got some tribute band. I got a tribute band this week too, okay? There's one tribute band who I've seen numerous times. They are called Rain. They are a Beatles tribute band. Originally, they started out as their own rock band called Rain, but spelled Rain as in, a ruler's time and power. But they always played Beatles songs, and eventually they changed their name to This Rain, which is John Lennon single that he wrote when he was in the Beatles, which is, by the way, the song Rain is Ringo Starr's favorite Beatles song, if you didn't know that. It's also one of my favorite Beatles songs, but it was never on an album, it was only a single. Anyway, so I've seen Rain numerous times. The closest thing you're ever going to get to seeing a full Beatles reunion, obviously, because two of them are no longer with us. But they've come out with a bunch of three CDs. There's this one, Rain, Live 1, which is sort of the early to mid-Beatles. There is this one called Live 2, which is the Sgt. Pepper onward years to Abbey Road and Let It Be. But they also have another CD, and I'd love to see, because usually when you see them in concert, they do the songs in chronological order. They sometimes have special concerts, and I would like to see this special concert. It's another CD they have, The Show That Never Was. It's a mythic Beatles reunion that should have taken place in 1980, but obviously we never got it. So what would have happened, what the Beatles would have played if they reunited. And this song, it has a lot of Beatles songs on it, obviously, but it also has Woman by John Lennon, Let 'Em In by Paul McCartney and Wings, My Sweet Lord by George Harrison. And it's Brain doing a pretend, what alternate world, and somewhere in the multiverse, there's a place where the Beatles got back together in 1980 and had the concert that never was. I'll probably put something from this on the internet, but you'll have to wait to find out. Okay, and as I'm going through my music collection, my physical CDs, my physical tapes that I have, I came across a Ramones. I don't remember ever getting this, but it's part of my music collection. This is my music collection A to Z. So we're going for a Beatles tribute band. Before that, we had some progressive rock to a little punk rock here. So something off this will be put up on Kit's Rock Review because we're doing my music collection, not my favorite music. I'm not putting anything against the Ramones. I'm just saying it's not everything in my music collection is going out there, including the Ramones. The Ramones are from New York City. Speaking of New York City, after the Ramones, we are going to get a little Lou Reed. And in fact, this album is called, I don't know if you can see that there, New York. I remember when this came out, I was either in late high school or early college, and I liked the CD, or I liked the album, the tape, because I didn't have CDs then. So I ended up, when I could, I bought this. So something off the New York album is going to be put up by Lou Reed. So we're going from that Lou Reedish classic rock, Ramones punk rock. We're going to go back to progressive rock, but more of a classically based progressive rock with Renaissance. Now, if you don't know about Renaissance, they did have a hit song called Carpet of the Sun, which you may have heard. They're a progressive rock band. They're definitely a lot more classically based. They're more known for their keyboards, and by keyboards I don't mean like Tony Banks sort of rock keyboards with Genesis. It's very piano based, classical music. The main focus of the band is their lead singer, who is named Annie Haslin, and she has a 5-octave range. So I don't know how else to describe it. Later in the week, listen for them. Listen for Renaissance. You'll enjoy it. I'm going to put one of their longer tracks on, I know that, but you'll enjoy it. And finally, next Friday, we're going to end with, from Athens, Georgia, REM and Automatic for the People. I have other REM albums, but I was in college in the early 90s, and this is one of those albums that, you walked into the dorms, and they handed a copy to everybody. Everybody had a copy of this album. I did too. Obviously, I still do. So something off Automatic for the People is going to be posted next Friday. So just let me quickly review what will be on Kit's Rock Review this week in case... Just a quick review as opposed to like the whole 8 minutes that I've talked so far. Okay, so later today, Saturday, May 21st, day 140. I've got 140 music artists plus in my music collection. Anyway, we'll have Puss N Boots. Sunday, May 22nd, day 141, from London, England, Queen. Monday, May 23rd, day 142, Rain, the Beatles Tribute Band. Tuesday, May 24th, day 143, The Ramones. Wednesday, May 25th, day 144, from New York City, Mr. Lou Reed. Thursday, May 26th, day 145, from England, Renaissance. And finally, Friday, May 27th, day 146, from Athens, Georgia, REM. So, enjoy the week. Enjoy what I post. Until next time, keep on rocking in the free world.